We are recording. Thank you. Welcome to the Kickflix. Are we gonna do the intro? We gotta do the intro. Yeah, we gotta do the intro.
We should observe the ancient ritual of traditional pre-fight donut.
Yeah! Fear does not exist in this dojo, does it?
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this time?
Shut up!
Rick, not hit back.
Silly Caucasian girl likes to play with samurai swords.
You will all refer to me by the name Betty.
I know Kung Fu.
Thank you, Chuck Norris.
I said I don't want trouble.
Only an idiot can destroy a ninja.
Defeat does not exist in this dojo, does it? No,
Now, who wants to go home? And who wants to go with me?
All right. Welcome to a very special quick karate chop. Quick
1 inch punch. A 1 inch punch.
A 1 inch punch.
Nice.
So
Good night,
good.
everybody.
Nice.
Good
Oh
night.
my
Yeah. Your job here is done. We're good.
Welcome to the 1 inch punch episode of Kickflix. I am there. Signs with me as always is Mike. Karate chop. Mercador. What was it? Throw punch.
I
I was throw punch.
I'm
Yeah,
Roundhouse. I'm Roundhouse.
That's
you're
right.
Roundhouse.
Mike Roundhouse Mercador and Jeff Throw Punch Mercancini. We are doing this a very again, like I said, very quickly. It's just to pick a new movie. For episode 28, because back for episode 26 we picked the episodes for the movies to watch for episodes 27 and 28. However, the movie that the wheel chose was the movie Gladiator.
Yeah, we didn't choose the
Yeah.
wheel. The fates have chosen for us,
Fates have
and this is the
chosen.
position we're in now, where we have to do 1 inch punch.
Well, we have to do 1 inch punch because the fates chose a movie that you cannot watch or purchase anywhere. You actually have to purchase an entire subscription service to watch one shitty movie. And by the way, this isn't Russell Crowe's Gladiator. Just want to make sure we put that out there.
Yeah, we should say that the wheel chose the 1992 movie Gladiator with Cuba Gooding Jr.
Right. And by the way, Cuba Gooding Jr. was not the main star of that movie.
Correct.
I've never seen it. I still have not seen it.
It was Ivan Drago, insert name here, looking guy.
Yeah. It was a white guy. Has to be the lead of the movie because this is still 1992, and also a future Oscar-winning actor in Cuba Gooding Jr. is in this movie as well. But he's not white, so he can be the headliner.
So as the point of the contention is that if we can't watch it publicly, then we want everyone to be able to see the movies we discuss on the show.
Right.
So if it's not readily available, we feel like we can't force our listeners to pay for something or do download it or whatever. We're not promoting that. We want stuff that's readily available is what we're going to talk about on the show, so you don't have to go out of your way. Now that means that we have to pick a different movie.
We have to pick a different movie. Hold on, give me a second here.
Yeah, we got to bring up the wheel.
I'm actually trying to figure out because Mike, I don't know if it's because now you're logged in. I don't have the thing where it says share screen.
You don't?
No.
It says present.
Oh,
They changed it.
Yeah, okay.
They're fancy.
Yeah, I was gonna say the usage. I don't know.
It's like they called a massage PT.
Yeah. That is so inside baseball right now.
Yeah,
the viewers
super.
will be like, yes,
Super.
of course, yes.
Of course, makes sense.
We get it.
By the way, I'm formally requesting that we update our intro to include Johnny's new best quote in all of Karate Kid. I want a White Claw. That sounds badass.
Yes. Oh, and he's like, what is this? It tastes like such pussy shit. Like, oh, it's so good. It's so good. Hold on, give me a second.
We should do. I mean, can we do? Is Karate Kid on the mountain?
Of course.
On the wheel?
Of course.
Yeah.
Because Cobra Kai.
Because Cobra Kai would be fun to talk about, but it is not a movie.
Yeah.
It is not a movie, but we could do it in seasons, like season 1 of Cobra Kai. And we could do that, so we could talk about that. I had a show called Seasons, but nobody wanted to do it with me.
Hey man, it can live on the Ubro feed.
I did like half of it.
I know. It's the weirdest thing. That's the weirdest thing. That show is such like I wish I had all the time in the world that I didn't have to take as many gigs again. And I say have to, meaning I love what I do. I love doing my comedy, but I wish I could be like, you know what? I'm only gonna do 2 weeks this month instead of like every fucking week because I want to be able to be a podcaster as well. All right, so we're gonna spin the wheel, guys. We're spinning the wheel. Hopefully it chooses a movie this time that we have seen. Any movies that we need to add before we spin it? Look, Karate Kid, first one on the list. Boom.
Oh wow, we have to go through the list. I would have to see what's already on there.
Yeah.
Because
All
there's
right.
stuff and there's probably stuff that we can add that is not available. Like if we say, whatever. Like some random old school kung fu movie that I want to put on there. If it's not available, then we can't really do it.
We put Miami Connection on there already, right?
It's right there. Yeah, I see
Okay,
it.
perfect.
Iron Monkey. I'm still waiting for Iron Monkey.
I love Iron Monkey. I'm down.
Yeah.
I like Aluminum Monkey, but it's the knockoff.
Hey, recyclable things is important. I grew up in the 90s. We had Captain Planet telling us to recycle.
Yeah.
Is Captain Planet a Kickflix movie?
God, I wish
the
it
Don
was.
Cheadle mini video.
That lives in my head. That rent free. Randomly, I'll just whenever I see, it could be as easy as seeing a recycling bin in my neighborhood, and I'm like, Don Cheadle was right. Why don't you just kill those motherfuckers? Like it's just like you have all the power. You're literally a superhero. You have all the power. Kill those motherfuckers.
Absolutely.
So I did look. I added Cobra Kai next season, which we're currently at 1 because we haven't reviewed any of them. But
so we'll do the whole season. Okay.
Yeah, we'll do the whole season.
I'm down. I'm down.
They're only like 8 episodes, so it's not
feel
like an amazing. It's not like this. It's like 10. They're 10 episodes.
Here's my only gripe. I feel like Cobra Kai should be listed as the sequels of the Karate Kid movies. Like we should do Karate Kid 1, Karate Kid 2, Karate Kid 3, and then we skip over the next Karate Kid with Hilary Swank.
No, we don't. There's no, that movie doesn't exist.
We skip the Jackie Chan one with
that movie is great.
It's great, but it's not part of the canon.
Correct.
And then we go.
Did I ever tell you that years ago when DVDs were like a hot commodity, I remember buying the Karate Kid collection, and I was like, oh, finally I get Karate Kid on DVD. This was a big deal, right?
Sure.
And Karate Kid 1 was his own DVD. Karate Kid 2 was his own DVD. And then Karate Kid 3 was a shared DVD where one side was part 3 and the other side was the next Karate Kid. And I remember saying this and complaining about this. And Al Jackson, my friend, comedian Al Jackson, was like, "Man, they are making sure you watch the next Karate Kid." And
it is against my will. I'm watching this against my will.
I couldn't even throw it. I couldn't even throw. I literally was thinking I would just throw away the next Karate Kid, throw away that disc. And then,
but it is literally the 2-sided DVDs.
Yes,
I remember that.
I was like,
I loved that, but it was also like when you would flip it over, like they would always get fucked up faster. Those were the ones that you couldn't watch.
I've always been a collector guy, so I've liked the cover. So I like the cover of shit. Like I want each one to have its own individual box. And like I've been that dude. So like when there's like Karate Kid 3 and the next Karate Kid, I'm like, no, you can't put these two together.
Yeah, you hated it when my favorite Super Nintendo game was the Super Mario All-Stars that puts all of them together, and you were like, "That's cheating."
Yeah, that's absolutely
that is cheating.
Yeah, you can't do that as a mount for a Geekmore, Jeff. You can't do that for a Geekmore. He chose the Mario All-Stars like it's one cartridge.
Think smarter, not harder.
It's like I should have just put those bootleg Chinese ones that you would get that had 300 games in one, and they were all counterfeit.
Or what was that 7-Up game where you play the spot?
Hey, that game is actually really good.
Or
that game is actually great.
Didn't you do like surfing and shit like that with Spot? Isn't that what the whole point was?
Yeah. Spot. It was a 7-Up Spot.
Yeah.
They need to bring that back. That would be. I miss when junk food items had video game tie-ins.
Correct.
Like Chester Cheetah was a video game. Like the 7-Up Spot, like there was the Noid. Remember the Noid?
The Noid.
Yeah, of course.
Do you know why they got rid of the Noid? Do you know that story?
They had to avoid the Noid.
No, it's a wild story. There was a guy that had a psychotic break, and his name was Noid, and he had a psychotic break because everybody kept fucking with him.
No,
his name was Noid, and he held up a fucking Pizza Hut. He held up a Pizza Hut and held people hostage. held people hostage. And
Well,
yeah,
they say fear the Noid, so
it was a situation all because of his fucking because
Wow.
people went ham, and this is pre-internet, so this wasn't even like people were making memes and shit. Like this was like
This was real. This is in person, not cyberbullying.
yeah,
It was in person
in-person
bullying.
Yeah, the golden age of bullying, if you will.
The classic, the traditions, keeping the bullying traditions alive.
Yeah. This was like the what they call the renaissance of the birth of the future therapist of America.
Right. Avoid the Noid.
Avoid the Noid.
Yeah, and then immediately Domino's was like, no, that's what it was. He held up a Domino's, not a pizza.
I was gonna say, I was like, what?
He held up a Domino's, and he wanted a list of demands, one of which was like pizza for life or whatever. Like it was like he had a psychotic break, man. The dude went, yeah, it was.
I want you to call Papa John and bring his ass out here now.
I will fight Papa John to the death.
Better.
I demand a kumite.
I've got a knife for Little Caesar's back right here.
Yeah. I was like, bring me Little Caesar himself, for I am the Noid.
Oh man, I like the fact that we're all laughing hysterically at some
I know
guy's
it's horrible.
Some guy's nervous breakdown. Classic.
Like he had a mental break, and we're all like, "Oh my god, wouldn't that be hilarious?" I was like, it wasn't for the people he
He's been
kept hostage.
institutionalized for our humor.
Yeah. All right, so here we go. Ready? Let's go.
Spin that wheel. Spin the wheel. I'm an 80s rapper man.
Yes.
Dragon the Bruce Lee story.
Dragon the Bruce Lee story. Absolutely one of my. Yes. Oh my god. Okay.
This one is going to be a joy to watch as opposed to some of the other ones that were not.
Yeah, you're the one that insisted on putting fucking the Bruce Lee movies on there. So yeah, Dragon the Bruce Lee movie.
I didn't put Game of Death was not me.
No, a lot of these I chose based on the internet when I googled karate movies.
Listen, Game of Death was a gift to everybody to watch.
Yeah.
Eesh.
All right, so Dragon the Bruce Lee story is it's our next movie. We're gonna do it next week. We're gonna be watching and reviewing the movie next week, so make sure you guys tune in for that. Check out the other podcasts on the Geek Bro Network that include but are not limited to the Pero Let Me Tell You podcast, which I will be guest hosting this week. So if you're watching this tonight's Wednesday. What time is it? Like 8 p.m. Yeah. So if you're watching this tonight, just know tomorrow I'll be guest hosting Pero Let Me Tell You. That will be released the following day on Friday. Anyways, check out that and check out the other podcast, Childlike at Best with Mike Valdez. Actually, I think he changed it to Childlike Wonder. I think it is now. Because I think he felt that people knew how to spell at best and they don't know how to spell wonder. So they wonder is one of those words that always gets me. I'm like, wow.
It's the Oneaters.
Yeah.
Oneaters. Check out the other podcast. The Cramocopia is Cramocopia back yet, Jeff?
We're working on it. We haven't had a chance to record. She's got cues already ready to go with their first topic, but there's some personal stuff going on, so we're taking a little bit longer than we expected.
No, it's understandable. Same thing goes for Mount Geekmore. Mount Geekmore is going to be back at some point. Just scheduling has been crazy. It's going to be, different panels and stuff, but anyways, scheduling has been nuts, man. It's been mostly my fault. I agree. Anyways, so check out the other podcast, Shiver, the horror movie podcast. Check that out, and of course, Woobro, the
flagship.
The
flagship.
Check that out, geekbro.net. You guys have been great. I can't wait to watch Dragon the Bruce Lee story.
Yeah, 1 inch punch. 1 inch
1 inch punch.
1 inch punch.
I like the fact that even our 1 inch punch goes for like, okay, now it's 15 minutes. Now we're at a combination, I guess.
Yeah.
We talked about the Noid for half an hour. Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course that's going to happen.
We laughed
Classic Kickflix material.
We laughed at mental illness. It was awesome.
This worked out great.
Right.
That's not we're going to dismount on laughing at mental illness?
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Fuck, all right. That's it.
Well, here goes my career.
Well, you guys don't do that? You guys don't go at where do I stop recording?
Where it says end broadcast.
Oh no, it didn't say that for me. That's what I'm saying. That they rearranged everything.
I don't know. I'm shutting it down.
Love you guys. Peace.
Bye.